Yeah. Okay. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever and whenever you are watching this. Today, me and my group will be reviewing a few questions regarding communication. But before we start, I'd like to introduce ourselves. My name is Adzan.
My
My
name is
name is
Genjreng.
my name is Pras.
My name is Rakim.
And without further ado, let's go over the question, guys. Can anyone share the screen, please? Okay, thank you very much, Genjreng, for sharing the screen. So, as you can see, we have 5 questions that we need to discuss, guys. First, let's start with the basic question. How do we communicate effectively in teams? So, does anyone have an opinion? Genjreng, you can start if you want to.
Yeah, I think to communicate effectively in teams, we need to be open-minded, and then we need to be aware of others' perspective and others' understanding of the topics that we are discussing.
Okay. Pras, what about you?
Uh, in my opinion, communication within the teams is very important because if there's no good communication in team, then all goals will not be the same and will not be achieved. We also have to able to give each other opinions in teams and support each other so that everything can be realized.
How about you, Rakin?
In my opinion, I think we need to start by respecting each other' opinions and not bringing emotions to the table to make a nice and civil discussion.
All right. So I
And
think
we need to be objective, right? We need to be objective, not
Yes.
subjective about the topics.
Right. Okay. So if I can recap our answers, that means that we need to respect each other's opinions and keep an open mind so the team can work in a communicatively effective way. All right,
Yeah.
that's very good answers, guys. So let's move on to the next question. And it's the second one is how do we improve nonverbal communication skills? So I think I need to give an understanding of what is nonverbal communication. Nonverbal communication is like communication without speaking, so it's more like body posture or our actions when we talk, like our hands or our body. Does anyone have an opinion? How can we improve that? Genjreng, you can start again.
I think we need to be confident about giving a body language and a good probably hand gesture in our communication, yeah. Because I think when it comes to body posture and hand gesture and body language in general, it really matters to our communication and how others perceive our message that we're trying to communicate on.
Right.
And so far, most of the most good communicators out there that I personally a big fan of, they are all have very good communication, nonverbal communication skills. Like probably Gary Vaynerchuk, and my personal favorite are Gary Vaynerchuk and probably like Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan have a
Very good
body
posture
language
and
and nonverbal
makes him look confident. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Pras, how about you, Pras?
Maybe there are several ways to improve nonverbal communication, but the important thing, in my opinion, is that there are 2 points, namely eye contact and paying attention to what the person is saying. Because if we make eye contact with the speaker, maybe it will make us look interest or focus on what is being delivered by the reader.
Okay.
But we also don't look directly in his eyes either. We can see the middle between the eyes or the nose. Because if we look into his eyes, we look like the speaker face.
And trying to intimidate, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Rakin, how
personally, in
about you, Rakin?
my sorry guys, and personally, a little intermezzo maybe.
Okay.
In my
Yeah.
experience, looking directly into your other uh, other friend
Yep.
when you're
Yeah.
speaking
The
to
person
them,
you're trying to communicate with. Yeah.
yeah, it will make you kind of nervous and kind of not feeling very confident, yeah, because you
Right.
feel
Okay.
intimidated,
Okay.
or else the other person speaking will feel intimidated by you.
Okay. Uh, that's very good story, Indreng. How about you, Rakin? What do you have any stories or do you have any idea how to improve nonverbal communication?
Well, I think it's like the same. I think simply by gesture, like sitting up straight and maybe putting on a serious face or something like that to make other people take you seriously, I think.
Okay. All right, guys. Without further ado, let's just go hop into the next question. I think all the answers were correct, and I think they were all very good to learn how to improve our nonverbal communication. So, our next question is, how do we develop business etiquette? Benjreng, do you have any opinion?
Hmm. In my opinion, business etiquette is about something about like corporate social responsibility, and maybe like I've seen about some viral videos about one company that are focusing on street construction and road construction, and they are trying to find these damage or like unperfect condition on the roads, and then they're trying to repair them before the government itself repairs the road. And I think that it is a very good contribution to the social and to the society. And I think that's some part of the business etiquette. And generally speaking here, I think business etiquette, sorry, business etiquette is all about uh, a moral principle that you have to follow, and you have to do lah, yeah, in business. I think it's very important.
Ras, do you have any opinion? How we can
Yes, I
develop
have.
business etiquette?
Yes, I have. The way to improve, in my opinion, is that we must be open to each other. So there is not sense of revenge if we do not agree with the opinions that our friends convey, and respects each other, or respects respects each other,
Okay.
especially if we know the position of the person who is talking to us.
All right. Okay, Pras, thank you.
Yeah.
How about you, Rakin? Do you have anything you want to add?
I think it starts from the simple things, like start by like being on time and dress properly or formally.
Okay. So I think what you're trying to say is being professional by being professionalism, right? Like being on time and being able to communicate correctly and nicely, especially to your seniors, and being able to have good nonverbal communication as well. Because I think when we talk to our bosses or even our employees, if we want to be taken seriously, we have to also look good, appear good, and that's why I think nonverbal communication and communication in general plays a big role on business etiquette. Right. So the
That's
next question
right,
is,
bro.
what are discussion skills and why is it important? Anyone want to go first? Genjreng, you can go if you want to.
Discussion skills, generally speaking here, I think it is all about
Small talk, I think.
yeah, it can be some of that. And probably, in my opinion, discussion skills is all about brainstorming and generating ideas, and then giving a rough concept of the thing that you are going to make. And probably if you are doing an event, or you're doing a business project, or you're trying to make a product, discussion skills are very, very important in those kind of situation, because you need to be innovative, and then you need to be creative about the things that you are going to make. And me personally, I have some experience in discussion skills, and I have also I also have a lot of story about how bad discussion skills affect our daily life and personal life. Yeah, and some of that is like when you're discussing with other people or your team, you need to you need to use your ear lah. Kasarnya mungkin seperti itu. You need to use your ear rather than
Okay.
your mouth. So you need to listen more rather than speak more. I think that's the main point.
Okay. Pras, how about you, Pras?
Maybe my opinion is same like Genjreng sih. Kayak, communication will important, so because a lot of people see us from how we communicate to them gitu.
Okay, okay. All right. Rakin, do you have anything you want to add?
I think discussion skills are important because I think it is just one of those skills that is going to be used for the rest of anyone's life.
Okay, okay. So I think this is my opinion, guys. I think discussion skills is very important also because when we have a good idea, but we cannot discuss or talk about it, that idea is not going to be used. So at the end of the day, it's just going to be wasted. And I think if we have a good idea, but we cannot communicate with it, it's going to be a waste. So we need to learn how to communicate and discuss things together to make that product or to make that idea happen into a reality. That's just my opinion. All
Yeah,
right,
I
guys.
agree.
So we've got the final question, and this is very opinion based. So I'm rather curious to hear. Yeah, do you think you have an effective team? Self-reflect on the things that you need to improve and the thing that you have achieved in your team. Okay, Genjreng, you can go first.
I think we have a pretty excited team in our group, yeah,
Okay.
in communication. But there are several occasions that me personally think that it is not quite effective. Some of that is like in bahasa is pembagian tugas, the division of the workforce that we are trying to get on. And I think why I think like that, because some people in this team, in my opinion, I'm so sorry to say this, but still very very apa ya, mungkin bahasa Indonesianya ibaratnya masih banyak orang-orang yang kerjanya itu intensitas kerjanya, the intensity of the work itu tidak sebanding satu sama lain.
The intense of work is not as equal
ya.
Okay.
Jujur mungkin kalau misalkan bisa dibilang gitu ya, kayak di kelompok ini lebih banyak me and Azan is probably making 70% of the workforce gitu kan. And I think that is very very inefficient and ineffective. But nowadays like now gitu ya, I think our team are getting
starting to get better.
Yeah, starting to get better.
So okay, so I like to add what Genjreng just said. I think when we first started, maybe it was like that, but I think now we have a more equal and more intense ambition. So everyone has a role and everyone understands that role. And everyone wants to achieve a good score. That's why we work hard, and that's why we also communicate with each other very goodly now. Where before the group was very empty, and we just try to be the best versions of ourselves, so our group can also be better. So if you ask if that we have an effective team, we are very close to that ideal effectiveness. I feel like if we just have more projects and we have more bonding time, I'm pretty sure we are going to be an effective team.
Yep, I agree.
I do believe that there are a few things that we can improve here and there, but uh, overall, I think we're a pretty good team. How about you, Pras? What's your opinion?
I agree with you and Genjreng. Maybe I feel the team is not effective. Kayak maybe I will explain in bahasa. Mungkin
Okay.
belum sepenuhnya efektif karena di awal tugas itu kan kita sangat tidak terbagi rata ya sebenarnya kayaknya. Karena lebih aktif Genjreng sama lu Nizan gitu. Nah, but I feel our team is very solid because
Yeah.
they can help me in speaking English, and the tests that have been defined have gone very well. I am in this group that I have to improve, especially in I'm communicating my English, which is still not fluent. So maybe I will improve my English skill to back up you all my team gitu loh.
Yeah, thank you, Pras. I
I agree.
appreciate your honesty. Rakin, how about you, Rakin?
I think what we need to improve is the first is maybe respond time in line. But I am one of those problem too. I think I am one of the ones that contribute to the problem. And I think the other thing is maybe adjusting or matching our time schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a problem for all of us because it's
Yeah.
our first year at college and we're still trying to adapt our quite busy and quite messy schedule. But overall, I like to say that I'm proud of all of us, how we have grown as individuals during our college time and how we have grown as a group. So for that, I really appreciate you guys and thank you. Okay, so I think that's all the questions that we need to discuss today. So thank you for listening to our discussion. And we also have another material that we actually want to discuss. Genjreng, do you mind sharing the other screen? Okay, there you go. So here we have a few topics. We have education, creative topics, politics, sports, futuristics, social topics. And I think we need to discuss one, yeah, Pras.
Yeah, we
Okay.
need to discuss one topics.
Okay. We have read the materials of what education there is, creative topics, itu ada apa aja, politics, and I think how about we put out a vote? Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Does it sound fair, everyone?
No, I agree.
Agree.
Genjreng, you okay to vote? Okay. So let's go
I'm
vote
okay.
for futuristic. Anyone wants to go vote for futuristic? If you vote for futuristic, go say yes. Okay.
No.
Okay, so I don't think anyone wants to go with futuristic. How about social topics? Anyone? It's a no for me.
No for me too.
Genjreng?
Nope.
Okay. So social topics and futuristic is out of the page. So we have 4 more left. Let's go. Okay, how about sports? I think sports is the easiest one. So it's a yes from me.
Yeah, I think sports is nice.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Yeah, sports?
Yeah,
Pras?
I agree.
What? Sports? Okay,
Yes.
so let's just go choose sports, guys. Okay. So sports here, there's only one topic, so I'm just gonna go read there. If winning isn't everything, why do they keep score? Okay, so in my opinion, uh, because we understand that sports is a competitive sport there. Let's say chess or basketball or soccer. The ultimate goal of the game is to let's say basketball. Basketball's goal is to put the most shots inside the opponent's hoop to win, right? And that's the way you play the game. So I understand that winning isn't everything, but it's part of the game. So you can't separate winning with keeping up with the score, because then what's the point if you play basketball but if you don't keep up the score, right?
Mm.
That's my opinion, though. Like maybe if you play sport like golf, I don't know much about golf, but I'm pretty sure that when you play golf, you really don't what do you call it, keep up with the score, because I don't think it's really that competitive when you what do you call it, just shoot at the one place. What do you call it, Pras? Golf.
Uh,
Apa
apa
ya
ya?
namanya? Eh kan ada turun, terus ada apa lagi tuh? Satu lagi kalau lu cuman driving
Oh,
ya?
driving range. Ya,
Yeah,
driving.
when you go to the driving range, it's also a sport with your friends, right? You take turns, but I don't think you count the score to win. You just count the score to see how many balls you've kicked out with it. But as
No,
my opinions,
maybe in golf, if you driving range with your friend, maybe you
yeah,
will competitive with
okay,
how long
yeah, the
you
distance.
yeah the distance
Okay,
of the
okay.
ball.
Okay. But either way, I think my opinion is every sport has a goal, and usually it's to win against the other opponent.
Yep.
So I don't think you can separate winning and scoring. So it has to always be together. Gitu. How about you, Pras? What's your opinion on this matter?
Uh, in my opinion, if the winning is in everything, why do they keep the score? Uh, the winning is not everything because it just kayak terjadi saat itu aja loh gitu lah.
Okay.
Maybe just terjadi saat itu, tapi untuk memenangkan itu today get a winning, kayak they need to get the score gitu loh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I see.
Jadi emang kayak nggak bisa
Uh,
dipisah gitu ya?
Iya, jadi kayak I will explain in bahasa. Jadi kayak kalau kalau nggak dapet skor ya kita nggak bakal bisa menang juga. Tapi bukan berarti itu kemenangan itu kayak dari segala-galanya loh, merubah hidup kita segala-galanya, enggak juga sih gitu loh.
Yeah.
Bukan berarti kita menang itu bisa sombong kepada orang gitu loh. Tapi kan ya menang untuk achieve diri kita sendiri aja gitu.
Anyone has an opinion on process take?
I have I think it is a pretty good analogy.
Right.
If winning isn't everything, I think if winning isn't everything, winning is not everything, but it is still something in my opinion. It is still
Yeah,
the
I
main
think so
key,
too.
and the main attractiveness of the sports. Yeah, every sports in this world. Like me personally, I play basketball, and when you play basketball, why are there even a point at all gitu loh. Maksudnya ketika misalkan kan ada yang kalau di basketball itu there are 3 points and 2 points gitu kan. Kalau lu shootnya di luar garis 3 point lu dapat 3 poin gitu. Kalau misalkan tidak ada poin sama sekali ya what is the essence of the basketball game itself gitu kan. Dengan segala macam rules dan segala macam regulations yang sudah mereka tentukan. So in my opinion, winning is not everything, but it is still something. And if we reverse the sentence here, if the score isn't everything, what is the point of winning?
Oh
That's also
yeah,
true, I think.
bisa
Oh,
dibalik gitu ya. Iya.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
If the score isn't everything, well, what is the point of winning? So I think a score is still very, very important in sports, because if there are no scores, then what's the point of winning?
Yeah, that's correct.
Like if you win in sepak bola gitu, misalkan kayak kalau lu menang 4-0 sama lu menang 4-5, itu rasanya lebih enak yang 4-5 karena itu hampir kalah, itu hampir seri gitu kan.
Yeah.
I think that's the point of keeping the
Keeping the
score.
score.
Yeah.
How about you, Rakin? Do you have a opinion on this stick?
My opinion, yeah, I think it's because people like achievement. Doesn't need to be like sports, maybe like in offices. They keep score to see who is achieving the most, and it is a good way to see who is lacking, you know. Things like that.
I think what Rakin said is kind of true, because I think the point of winning is not the point of winning actually. The point of losing is so that the person or the people who lost can learn and can be more ambitious, so they work harder, so they want to win. So I think the ultimate goal of winning is to have a good mental state where you believe that you did something good, so here you go, here's a reward gitu. But not saying that when you lose, yeah, you shouldn't get a reward because you didn't get it, right?
Yeah.
So I think the point of losing, first of all, is so that when you lose, you feel bad. And when you feel bad, you want to be better after that. So you work harder, you train harder. Then once you reach that goal, you feel better about yourself. So I think the point of competition itself, right? The competition itself is to make people want to achieve something great, and we can see that by how much they put in the work to achieve that greatness. If you want to be the best, how much are you willing to put out? How much are you willing to train? How much are you willing to put in the hours of work? And sometimes there can only be one winner, and I think that's fine. So I think that's the point of keeping score in winning, because I think winning is a part of something, because there's no point of a competition if there is no losers or winners, right? If you play a basketball game and you know that there are no winners, then what's the point? You're just watching a useless game, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
you
just my
you can do a competition without deciding who is the winner and the loser, yeah, because I think that's the essence of the business, the sports business, is to create the tense competitive feel to the audience, so they are wanting to see the game more and more. Yeah.
Yeah, because like I said, if no one wins or no one loses, then no one is going to watch the game. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
There are no fans and no
Yeah,
For supporters.
no supporters, yeah.
definitely. All right. Anyone have any more opinions?
Yeah, I think
No?
that's it. Yeah.
I think that's
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then, if that's all, we've discussed our 5 questions. We've discussed our topic, which is sports. So I think we've done everything, guys. Woo!
Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you, guys.
Well,
Okay.
thank you for our time.
Thank you for the time,
I
guys.
really appreciate that you guys can save some time on a Sunday and do our work. So for that, I want to say thank you, guys. And thank you for
Okay.
watching. And I hope this video helps a lot.